I think it was a really nice lap from George. Will he be rewarded for it?
His reward, 7th fastest for George Russell. Big leap with a 1:31.3. Big lockup going into the first turn there. Oh, it's Nikita Mazepin that's having trouble down there. Now, did anyone get caught up with the yellow flags down there and suffer and have to get off the throttle and lose time as a result of it, I wonder? Here comes Fernando Alonso, who's down in 15th place at the moment. And his teammate Esteban Ocon on a fast lap needs to get out of the bottom 5 as well. Lance Stroll now goes dropping down. Carlos Sainz in danger as well. Alonso 7th fastest, and we're on board with Esteban Ocon. Ocon's worst qualifying here in Bahrain, 14th on the grid. If he could get 14th here, I would imagine he'll be a very happy man indeed. Ocon to the line goes 15th, out of the bottom 5. 2 Aston Martins were in the bottom 5. Stroll now pushes Ocon back into the relegation zone. So Stroll manages to get out of Q1. What about his teammate Sebastian Vettel? No, I think he might have got caught up in those yellow flags when we saw the Haas in trouble down at turn 1. Sebastian Vettel on his debut for Aston Martin is out in qualifying 1. Carlos Sainz stopped out on the track, and I think we can have a little look at the problem that the Ferrari driver encountered.
Engine stop, I don't know why.
And that might not be the end of the story as well, because the stewards are going to look at the lap times set during yellow flags. Through those final couple of corners now, we'll get the DRS zone gap open wide as he makes his bid for the line and goes 5th fastest. So Leclerc is now down in the bottom 5. Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Russell and Ricciardo hasn't set a time. Leclerc goes quickest overall in the Ferrari on the soft compound tyre, but Leclerc with a 1:30.010 is now usurped by his teammate by 1 millisecond. Carlos Sainz goes fastest. Alonso goes in to the top 10, puts Giovinazzi at risk. Can Norris beat him? And Ricciardo goes 5th fastest, pushes Antonio Giovinazzi out of the equation for Q3. Fernando Alonso is in Q3 for Alpine, showing their hand. Hamilton has gone 3rd fastest. Norris goes 4th fastest as he crosses the line. And what an exciting end to Q2 that was, with Ferrari 1 and 2, albeit on the soft tyre.
Perez for Red Bull out of the top 10 shootout. Now that's a great surprise.
On board now with Valtteri Bottas, can't beat Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri, 2 tenths down. His teammate Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, purple through the first sector, does go fastest by half a second. And now it's all eyes on this man, Carlos Sainz, and the man behind him, Max Verstappen as well. Verstappen quickest through the middle sector, Sainz 4th fastest, Hamilton's on provisional pole, Verstappen beats him by 2/100ths of a second. That's the battle we want to see in Formula 1 in 2021. Whoever wins and comes out on top doesn't matter as long as it's close, and it's close by 2/100ths so far.
Lewis wants to be 5 or 6 seconds behind. He'll get a bit of a slipstream effect down the pit straight without taking any pain through the corners.
Bottas through turns 1, 2 and 3. We've seen a few cars spin this week already. Coming out of turn 2, Bottas negotiates that safely. Looking for a first sector time round about 28.5 seconds to stay on the pace of Verstappen with that provisional pole time, and he's underneath by just 2/100ths of a second. Don't discount Valtteri Bottas out. He quite often saves his best for last as well, but his teammate Lewis Hamilton is a 10th up and setting a purple time through that first sector. He's 2 tenths up on Pierre Gasly is Lewis Hamilton. We'll wait for Max Verstappen, who's at a 28.3, matches Hamilton through the first sector.
Yeah, fractionally ahead. So Gasly's the one who hasn't had a particularly stellar first sector of the leading runners at the moment.
Charles Leclerc, a 28.4 in that first sector, matches Bottas. Carlos Sainz 4 tenths down on his teammate as away goes Valtteri Bottas. Through the middle sector he goes, and he's lost time in that middle part of the lap.
It looks like a Mercedes-Benz Formula 1 car again though, doesn't it? Turn the wheel, in it goes.
Lewis Hamilton is up fractionally, but Max Verstappen chasing him down. Pierre Gasly had a decent middle sector, only a 10th behind Hamilton as Bottas comes to the line. line now, crosses the line, and it is only third fastest for Valtteri Bottas. Max Verstappen's gone quickest overall in the middle sector. Hamilton now crosses the line. He's back on provisional pole with Verstappen trying to stop him. Gasly now to cross the line, stays fourth fastest. Max Verstappen's never had back-to-back poles in his life. He has now in Formula One, and by nearly 0.4 of a second, Max Verstappen has sent the Red Bull garage into raptures. He's on pole for the Bahrain Grand Prix. He's on pole for the opening race of the season, and it's the first time Red Bull have done it since 2013.
Oh, finally, mate. That lap was good.
Well done, Max. That's the perfect start. Well done. Great job.
Yeah, great job, guys.
3 purple sectors, fastest man in every single one of them, and that's an absolute cracker from Max Verstappen. He had an answer when he needed to. It had all been a bit scruffy up until that point, hadn't it? And suddenly he's absolutely unleashed a masterful lap.